That's clear.
Spectral analysis. You could just...
You're here. Was the campus filled with people on your way here? I heard the student council set up a huge balloon arch, then the whole string got blown away by the wind and the kids chased it halfway across campus. Oh, to be young. The infirmary has been busy these past few days as well. I've been seeing a steady stream of patients with collapses, cuts, and bruises. I'd probably skip lunch if I didn't make some snacks this morning. Here, freshly made waffles. I tweaked the recipe to make it a bit more refreshing. A little less sugar and a touch more lemon zest and butter. Care to taste one? Is that so? I'm glad to hear that. It seems my little experiment worked out. I was quite confident about the lemon juice. After all, that golden shade is the one I know too well. You can tell the balance of sweet and sour at a glance. Maybe I can try this approach with other desserts and dishes. Would you be my official taste tester? Of course, the academy has been turned upside down with all the celebration preparations. I had a line of students waiting with bumps and bruises that reached the staircase. And then, there are those who are perfectly fine. They just pop in for a chat or a snack or a bit of a pep talk. So here I am, bandaging patients on one side, gently coaxing the others back to class. Even Nana has been so busy that her reactions have gotten a little slow. I have to step in and recalibrate her system occasionally. Come to think of it, if I hadn't become a doctor, I might have made a pretty good engineer. But being busy like this for a change does make things interesting. I've been busy before, kind of busy where you need a formal appointment to even see me. Back when work and chasing the Fraxidus took over every waking hour. That's no longer the case anymore, you know? After all, I am in your debt. If you hadn't introduced me to Lahai Roy, I may still be standing outside a sterile operating room, yawning at cold reports. What's that look for? Wondering if I've been completely won over by life at the academy? Definitely. Oh, I have to tell you about the student who came by yesterday. He swore he was possessed by a floating spirit, and he could hear someone singing all night long. Sometimes distant, and sometimes near. He just couldn't escape the sound. Who knows? The kid claimed he also heard the song near the broadcast tower outside the dorms. He was too scared to make a sound all night, and even came to me seeking an exorcism the next day. Sadly, pills are the only thing I have, not talismans. Well, as it turned out, he simply left his bedtime music on, and it had woven its way into his dreams. All right, that's enough ghost stories for today. Anything else you'd like to eat? Steak, grilled cod, or a dish from Huang Long, perhaps? You know, I'd really love to learn more about Huang Long's cooking. Since you spent so much time there, you must be quite familiar with the local cuisine. That's perfect. Care to give me some advice? I'm trying to branch out with my cooking. After all, I'd much rather have people visit for a good meal than for a bandage. Anyway, I'll keep improving these waffles. Maybe make them a little sweeter and crispier, then add a drizzle of maple syrup and some freshly diced fruit on top. I have a feeling this would make it better. Next time you can...
Dr. Herssen! Someone just fainted at the celebration!
Seems like we'll have to cut our tea time short today. I'm so sorry about that. Especially since I was the one who invited you. And until next time. Once I'm done, I'll treat you to a proper dinner.
About the notes you lent me last week?
I wonder how Sigrika is doing. Last time we took a break together, she brought me up to the rooftop for birdwatching. Maybe I'll find her there again. Should go take a look.
Oh, you found me, Senior. Thank you. Look, it's the same blub and puffin. Still preening, still hunting insects, still giving little gifts to its friends, as if the dark side never existed. When I look at it, it's like none of that ever happened. No riddles, no adventure with you, no the other me. But I know I was there. When I close my eyes, I can still hear those voices. I can hear that Sigrika telling me, you'll always end up back here. If I go back, what would happen? I'm scared to find out. Though you told me not to think about it, I still ran away and hid myself here.
Professor Lucilla, Dr. Luuk, and me, we're all here to help. So, allow yourself to step away and rest a little before you find the answer.
Then, can you stay with me a little longer? Thank you. Such an increasing. energy consumption increasing.
You're just in time. I checked the surveillance footage and didn't see anyone coming in and out with a dessert. Pity. It seems the cameras won't be much help to us. Then I'll be your assistant, detective. Anything you need, just let me know.
Out the notes you left me last week.
Young friendship is so full of passion. Even if you tell them not to visit, they'll always find a way to sneak in. Later, I simply set up seats for visitors so they could sit and chat here.
This cat looks familiar. I think I've seen it inside the infirmary before.
Yes, come to think of it, this cat could be considered one of the doctors here.
No luck here as well, it seems.
Indeed. He's probably struggling with himself. If I had known someone was there at the time, I would have opened the door and offered him some candy at least. I started off assuming we were looking for a person, but having thought about it, the culprit might not be a human at all.
Did you discover something?
Not a discovery. I just remembered something now. When you were describing the clues, I was suddenly reminded of a few little moments. The thought that flashes through the mind in an instant is often the closest thing to the truth. When you've eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. Am I right? Why don't we recreate the scene? Think of it as a role-playing game. When I was infiltrating the Fraxinus, I had to regularly change identities. Priest, doctor, delivery guy, occasionally, dead body. You weren't exactly thrilled with my methods back then, but things are much safer now. No one's shooting at me, we're just looking into some missing waffles. Like I said, you're the detective, and I'm your assistant.
All right then. So, commissioned by the Star Torch Academy Infirmary, I will be the detective investigating this missing waffle case.
And I'm your assistant, and also the client of this commission. The incident occurred at 7:30 a.m. this morning. We've searched through all humans entering and leaving the infirmary around that time and found no notable suspects. Meaning, only one possibility remains. What do you reckon?
If no human committed the crime, then the suspect isn't a person. Could it be that calico cat?
Nicely deduced. If it's a small campus animal, one that can easily stay out of sight, it's no wonder it avoided the cameras.
If that cat is the culprit, he couldn't have finished the entire plate on the spot.
But when I returned to the infirmary, the plate was empty.
Looks like it packed the rest and left. Question is, where?
A place not far from here. Quiet, undisturbed. Place like...
Energy consumption increasing.
Speaking of a place nearby with plenty of cover, this might be it. All the equipment and materials piled up here have created the perfect little hideouts for small animals. But they're quite alert. If we approach without caution, they'll likely make a run for it.
Should we use something as bait?
Very well. I'll block the escape route and make sure it won't get away. Waffles are almost finished. Seems our cat friend has been hungry for a while. It's all skin and bones. Such a small cat. No wonder it didn't get caught on surveillance.
Quite the appetite for its size.
That means it's still healthy overall. When a student is overwhelmed, I sometimes recommend that they adopt a small pet through the academy. It can really help people unwind. Of course, it does come with duties. A little one like this, for instance, needs a stable home, a lot of patience.
It doesn't seem to be a cat registered with the academy. What should we do with it?
Oh, it's very frightened. It may have a stress response. Let's take it somewhere quiet first. Then we'll discuss further when it gets better.
Yes, I hear your call. You seek something. Something to help you. Energy consumption increasing.
Well, it's starting to feel at home now.
Since the Academy allows animal adoptions, let's take it to the shelter.
The standard animal adoption process for students is rather complicated, but there are ways to navigate it more smoothly. For example, we could start with background checks for students and support staff. Then, we could invite a select group to the adoption event.
So you already had everything figured out on the way back?
The young have the luxury of thinking one step at a time. As adults, we always have to think a few steps further. If you're able to attend the adoption event, that would certainly move things along. You could be a surprise guest and, at the right moment, hold up this clever little kitten for everyone to see.
Sounds awfully like you want me to enjoy the festivity.
You can put it that way. Just like a machine will malfunction if its springs are too tight, we all need to unwind from time to time. I hope your time here as a student can leave some sweet memories for you. Would that embarrass you?
It's just, sometimes I feel like you're a little too careful with my feelings, Luke. I'd rather you stand next to me. Just like old times. Not simply watching from a distance, but walking right beside me.
Walking right beside you. Huh. I see. You want me to be more than just an observer. This is what you meant when you first invited me to the Academy, right? You wanted me to monitor the Fraxidus, but you also hoped that witnessing the vibrant life here would save me from the mire of my past. Just as you anticipated, the youth here have indeed lifted my spirit. Watching them always gives me a lovely little escape from the stress, even if it's just for a moment.
So, feel like enjoying your break now?
Well, I've already accepted your invitation. Only my approach is a bit special. It's like this little calico who wandered into our world. There's a special joy in just getting involved naturally, doing what feels right. But on a day like this, I shall take my friend's advice. Try my best to enjoy the break, at least.
Got anything in mind?
How about we start by recruiting some kind-hearted people to adopt this cat? I'll try not to make any plans and just go with the flow. This way, would you feel that I'm relaxed and enjoying myself in the moment? Of course. Please. Look forward to it. Once it's adopted, I'll apply for some time off. And I'll invite you again. Now, I'll relax and go try to find our little friend a home.
Threat detected. All targets in sight. Access confirmed. Authorizing maximum output. Attack confirmed. Drive safe. Go over here. Next. Shake it up.
Immediate procedure. Rise anew. Right. Accept this.
Drive safe.
Sorry for the wait. How's our furry friend doing? That's great. Indeed. Now that this minor incident is behind us, it's time we find it a reliable... Me?
I mean, it can really help people unwind.
So, this is the break you want me to enjoy?
That's just my thought. It's up to you.
To be honest, I don't find the idea unacceptable, but bringing a new life into my own is something I shouldn't take lightly. For instance, the cat would need its own space to explore, clean water, nutritious and balanced food, and, of course, enough toys to play with. And all of those things would take half of my room at least. Are you sure? It'll be a considerable amount of work. Then it's settled. Next time you visit, maybe you could bring a few toys it might like. I'm completely clueless when it comes to amusing a cat. Something that rolls or moves under its paws. Things it can tread safely. Preferably something that can help me relax as well. I can already imagine it speeding across the room and scattering my neatly organized documents.
Then you'd shake your head while brushing paper scraps off its tail.
Sounds like something that might actually happen.
And later on, you'll have to give it a name.
Ooh, a name. Something I'm not particularly good at. I'll let you decide when you visit. I have work this afternoon. I'll take it to a checkup before my shift. Once I take a break from work again, I'll invite you over to try a few new dishes. And let's see if this little one has learned to open the door for you by then.